please like and subscribe.
Hello, collective. Welcome to your reading. All right, collective, this is a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in. So you might not resonate with the whole reading. You might not resonate with any of the reading. Whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave the rest behind. Actually, yes, let's start with the shaman's dream. I could be picking up on your energy, collective, or I could be picking up on the energy of someone who's in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. Creator, Holy Spirit of the Most High, ancestors, grandmothers and grandfathers, great mystery, great spirit, please bless this reading. Please bring the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for the collective. Thank you. All right. Okay. So a message before I began tonight that I got was EROS. EROS. So a time of, I get this like globally, EROS, like some sort of an intimate, an EROS even with spirit, EROS, like a sexual energy, like a very intimate energy. Okay, so it's kind of like maybe the spirit wants intimacy, like intimacy also. That's what intimacy is also. It's not just sex, it's intimacy. You know, I often think of that scripture when the people were outside of the wedding feast in the New Testament, and they're saying, Lord, Lord, open up to us. We fed the sick in your name, blah, blah, blah. And the bridegroom came and said, who are you? So we can't hide behind religion. We have to get to know ourselves. That's it. Okay, and through EROS, which is intimacy, you know, maybe spiritual intimacy. And I feel like it's both. Like if you're in a relationship even, like it's maybe spirit bringing humanity. And spirit's always been bringing humanity up, you know. But even, I don't know, maybe it's just what's coming through. Oh, okay, just the one that's up. All right. First card out, Root Girl. You don't have to be a girl. This could be, you just be the feminine aspect, but root of the roots, the disowned self. The disowned self, that clicks in with EROS too, because you know most people were like shamed out of sexuality, shamed away from sexuality. Okay, so that's in the past. The disowned self, number 46. Number 46 becomes a 10. 10 is your 10 is your highest potential on the astrological chart, the 10th house. The 10 can also be broken down to a 1, which is your persona, your emerging persona, how the world sees you, how you present yourself to the world. Okay. The next one is Dust Devil, number 6. Dust Devil. Moving out of stagnation. Number 15. 15, when broken down, becomes a 6. So the 6th house. So service, inner work, outer work, service, and health. So moving out of stagnation, dust devil. So things are getting stirred up. Right now, currently, things are getting stirred up in your life in some way and somehow. Like a storm out of the desert. Okay, yes. Okay, just the top one. Okay. Skywriting, the fates, beautiful. So you go from roots to inside the earth to dust devil, moving out of stagnation, some sort of storm, kind of, whatever's going on. In the desert though, so I feel like this is not, I feel like this is private. Because we all experience our desert privately. Possibly. We'll see what comes up when we clarify. And then you go to the sky, to the upper realms. Skywriting, the fates. So I feel like something's being released. Your root girl, your roots, your disowned self has returned or is returning. But I feel it because this is the past. I feel like it has returned. Root girl. Doesn't have to be girl, just the feminine part of you. The feminine part of you that can be impregnated by spirit, by vision, by hope, by a new dawn, you know, when you're a prisoner of hope, when you are anchored by hope, anchored by your visions. That's like, yes, the feminine part of you that can hold that. And then the masculine, the divine masculine that can act it out. And I'm feeling like that's kind of what's going on here. The divine masculine, even though this is, again, it looks like she's a feminine, the face in the card, she looks like some Victorian storm, you know, with the big white poofy hair, you know? Like a tempest. Oh. Moving out of stagnation. And then 49 is 13. 13 when broken down becomes a 4. So home and personal history in the birth chart. And that's going into the upper realms. Very interesting. Oh, and what's on the bottom of the deck? What's on the bottom? Dances on one foot, balancing acts. Dances on one foot, balancing act, and that's a number 9. Okay, Creator's asking us to add this all up because this is what's the whole reading. So 46 broken down becomes a 1, plus 6 is 7, plus 4 is 11. It's a master number. Okay, hold on. Okay. 11. We have to break that down though. 11, 1 plus 1 is 2, and then master numbers always double in measure from the number they're reduced to. So a 2 is a 4, and then 4 plus 9 is 13. So again, this is home and personal history. 1 plus 6 is 7. It's 11. Yeah, that's right. 13. Okay, so home and personal history. So something with yes, personal history overall. Something within you has returned. The roots have returned to you, into your life. Something you have done. You have aligned yourself that's allowed your ancestry to come up into your physical experience, into your life. Oh, I'm hearing you with seismic. I'm seeing the earth breaking apart. I'm seeing like crumbling. I'm seeing things collapsing. Like this was a tower. This was, I will be surprised. Maybe the tower may come out. Maybe it won't. But yeah, moving out of stagnation. Look at the dust devil. It's kind of interesting. Very interesting. Okay, you know what I'm getting with this is initiatory descent. Initiatory descent. That's not going to be for everybody either. Like because very few people in the modern world understand initiatory descent. Most people want to think their way through that. Oh, that's kind of cool. But to actually experience it turns your life upside down. It's like pouring a cup out. Initiatory descent, when you descend into the lower world. Something that you have to do. You have to follow a hair on the feather, like I described in some of the readings, the feather, the little hairs. Sometimes these feathers is like an initiatory descent, like it's, I guess I shouldn't use the feather. Oh, maybe through the roots. Initiatory descent. Oh my gosh. You went into the underworld and released released yourself. That's what this is. The disowned self, root girl, but I'll say root person. Let's say root person. Let's not, because there's no real gender in tarot. There's just feminine energy, masculine energy, but doesn't mean it's a woman or a man. It's just feminine energy or masculine energy. So root person, so you went into the underworld, initiatory descent, whatever that was, however that unfolded for you, it'll be different for each of you. Sometimes, initiatory descent. Creator, help me explain this. Initiatory descent. It's like when you have a relationship with Pluto, you have to, this is when you're descending, you're going into the underworld to go meet with Pluto. So Pluto strips things away from us. And when we're stripped bare, he pushes the envelope and strips us even further. So initiatory descent could be you losing your job, you quitting your job or losing your job. Maybe you lost a partner by voluntarily or not, maybe you lost a partner, lost your home. Many things were stripped from your life, either voluntarily by choice or involuntarily. Either way, you're getting stripped. Either way, just like you're shattering your life. I'm feeling like for some of you, you shattered your own lives. For others of you, your life was shattered in some way. There was your job shattered, family, there was some sort of issue, some sort of, not issue, I don't want to say issue, that's not what I mean. There was some sort of repercussions from your initiatory descent and how it affected the people around you, but it was meant to. It was your initiatory descent, but it's like a shaman when they go into the lower worlds to get information from the tribe. The tribe has to prepare. Everybody's in on the process. So even the people around you are in on the process, whether they want to or not, so it's all right. Let's see here. Okay. Let's do some clarification. I want to see what's going on here. No, this one first. Okay. What is root person, root girl, creator? What is root girl? And that's what I feel is you went into the underworld to meet with Pluto. Like being caught in a keeper current. And that requires a lot of faith. In true life, if you get caught in a keeper current that is found in rivers, it's a current that will take you down to the bottom and bring you back up on the other side. And, if you fight it, you will drown. So it requires a significant amount of faith that it's going to bring you back up on the other side. And it does. Because not only do you come back up on the other side, oh my, okay. Oh, holy smoke. I just got this wave of overwhelming emotion of when you bring that part of you back. This was like a soul retrieval. This was like a soul retrieval. Your initiatory descent. Initiatory descent. Being initiated into the higher realms by going into the lower realms. Oh my gosh, this reading is going to be for very few people, okay? Very, very few people. Because this is something that you can't run from. This is something that not everybody goes through, most people run from, okay? Okay, they're asking me to say, it's like Carl Jung's The Hero's Journey. Maybe it's just Joseph Campbell. Yes, it's Joseph Campbell, The Hero's Journey. And when you run from the call, you know, the hero has to leave the community, get exiled, either get kicked out or leave themselves. See, there's a similarity here. There's a similarity here. Initiatory descent is also a hero's journey. Because you either lost something voluntarily or involuntarily, just like the hero that has to lose their life, lose their community, their family, their world, and get exiled into a different world, or move voluntarily into a different world, and then return back to their original world with new knowledge. Okay, holy smoke, are you kidding me? I've never had a reading like this. Okay, Creator, what is the disowned self? What is the disowned self? Yes. Okay. What is the disowned self? What is the disowned self? Root person. Yes. Okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, stop there. Okay, what's on the bottom of the deck for this? Oh my gosh. Okay, this was a call. Okay, he's looking into the past. The Page of Swords is looking into the past. You had a call. It was truth calling from within you. It was a sword that cut out into your own psyche from the inside of you. It's like it cut into your psyche, getting your attention. You would never be the same after knowing this truth, knowing this call, knowing this. And this is something you had to follow. You had to follow it. You could not ignore this. You disconnected from the people around you. Maybe you quit your job. You're incredibly independent, very, very independent. And you went into initiatory descent. You are strong. You know exactly what you're doing. You know, even if it felt like you didn't know what you were doing, you knew what you were doing. And you finished, by you going into the descent, you finished your own mastery. Even if you hadn't finished the work yet. Can you hear what I'm saying? Because you did, how do I say this, Creator? Because you went into the place where most people avoid. Most people avoid where you went. And you went. You did it. You did it. Because you went into the underworld, regardless, you know, people that lose their life, that lose their home, their marriage involuntarily, sometimes that can send them into like addiction. It can send them however they respond to it. You know, whether you were voluntarily working with Pluto to dismantle your life, that's what this is. Pluto came in to dismantle your life. Whether you were working with Pluto or not, your life was dismantled. You went For some of you, you were working with Pluto and you mastered your life. For others, you worked with Pluto, even though it was fucking excruciating. Even though it was like, like just absolutely just fall on your knees, sobbing, screaming, like absolutely screaming. But there's nothing you can do except accept it. Accept it. Excruciating. And this was your initiatory descent. It's like you were chosen. You were chosen. You were caught in a keeper current. For others of you that did this voluntarily, knowing this was something you had to answer. So for those of you where this was involuntary, yes, this was a truth that sent you into panic mode. Sent you into panic mode in your mind, mentally trying to figure out your way through this. And coming into acceptance of the disconnection from your life, of what's been taken from you, what's been removed from you. You allowing this to bring you to remember who you are, to remember the core strength you have so that it doesn't take you down. And it didn't take you down. You remembered who you are. And you going into the depths and re-emerging, you emerged a master. You emerged, re-emerged, let me say that, re-emerged a master. Beautiful, beautiful, a master of your life, of you. You know who you are. You don't go into the underworld and re-emerge and not know who the fuck you are, okay? Let me make that clear. Many people may go into the underworld and never return. Okay, that's called addiction. That's called self-destruction. That's also part of initiatory descent that some people don't understand. It's like they are answering a call, but they don't understand it and they don't have anybody to guide them. You know? But for others of you, you didn't need guidance. You were guided by an inner, okay, I'm just hearing Terence McKenna. A shaman swims in the same sea as the schizophrenic. The difference is the schizophrenic will drown while the shaman will dive. Okay, that's what I mean. That's keeper current energy there. It's keeper current energy there. That's exactly what I mean. And you come out changed. So for others of you who this happened to involuntarily, I feel like it activated, yes, it activated the shaman in you. It activated the knowing in you, the wise one who knows, that sort of took the wheel. Even if you didn't understand what the hell you were doing, you just trusted it. You trusted your instinct. You trusted yourself. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This, you re-emerged new. This is like judgment over your life on your behalf. You and the Creator releasing. You see the people coming out of the ground. Releasing the parts of yourself that have been kept in the underworld. Kept in the death. Kept in the arms of the deep. The arms of the deep. And this angel is you. This angel is you, also in correspondence with the Creator. Because something has happened. There was a call. Where did the call come from? Where did it come from? So this higher dimension angel is not only you, but it's also you acting in unison with a higher authority over your life that you know, that you understand. You entered into rest. When you re-emerged, Oh, the beginning of conflict when you reemerged and having to face the devil. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Current energy, dust devil. Current energy. What is the dust devil? What is the dust devil? What is the dust devil? Having to face the devil. Whatever's in your life when you reemerged. Okay, I'm seeing revelations when the woman is about to give birth to the baby and the dragon lays wait to devour it. Understand that scripture is astrological. That's astrological. Holy smoke, Creator, what are you bringing in here? So that's the South Node. That's known as the tail of the dragon. The South Node is the part of it. Your North Node is your destiny. Your South Node will sabotage it. Okay? So whatever people in your life wanting you were, I just get that, okay, the first thing I got when I almost started crying earlier was the dust devil. This is the reaction that you have by the people around you. This is the reaction about you, because of you, from the people around you, seeing you as a dust devil, stirring up shit, developing a power I just heard the power of the storm. Ooh, the power of the storm. Are you kidding me? Because of what you brought and released out from your underworld. The power of the storm as you move out of stagnation. I feel, okay, I'm not going to say anymore. What is this, Creator? What is the dust devil? And what is the power? What is moving out of stagnation? What is moving out of stagnation? What is moving out of stagnation? Oh, what? That's what I mean. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh my gosh, okay. See, I feel like you spent a lot of time in the Nine of Swords, especially when something within you resurrected. You weren't sure how to bring this into the group that you were in, knowing that it was not going to be supported. When you did let this part of yourself emerge in expression and in action and in whatever happened here, it turned a devil on its head. You released yourself from bondage, which is the storm, which was the start of the storm. You faced a devil in bringing up that energy. You had to confront what sent you there. You had to confront what sent you into the underworld. And when you're standing up and confronting it, it brought your spirit. It's not only have you already brought your spirit back into present time, but I feel like this is what you did in confronting a devil, is brought your spirit back into present time. Now in present time, you are released. You are free. You are free. In this aspect, whatever this is, if you resonate with this reading, an aspect of you, an area of your life is free. It is totally free. You've released it. You released it from an underworld. You walked away also. You're okay coming out of the land of the dead. Oh my God, this reading. Because the Six of Swords, to me, always corresponds to the Greek pantheon when Charon takes people from the land of the living into the land of the dead, and then resurrection takes them from the land of the dead back into the land of the living. But the resurrection will cost you. It will cost you your life. It'll cost you your identity. It'll cost you your lies. It'll cost you all your games, all your bullshit. You can't have that in both worlds. So when you leave the land of the dead, bringing your soul back, bringing a piece of you back, you told the truth as to why you were there, why this part of yourself was there. What maybe you abandoned a part of yourself in order to fit into the tribe you were in. Maybe you sold this part of yourself, as we often do. We don't really abandon it. It's an exchange. I will sit on my hands and not let this part of myself speak, kind of abandoning this part of myself as long as you guys love me, as long as you guys approve of me, and that's kind of what I'm feeling, sort of similar of what's happened. And you told the truth about this. And Sharon, that's exactly what was needed. Gold and silver or money is useless, but what Sharon will be paid with is with truth, and your truth. Truth that costs you something. And it cost you everything. It cost you everything. And you are now resurrecting. Okay, this is not your energy. I'm thinking this doesn't make any sense. Okay, the people around you, because you're telling the truth, you released yourself from bondage, you've left behind a dead land. It may be thriving land that other people are totally flourished in, but for you, it's a land of the dead. Okay, you've left them behind. This stirred up a whole whack of shit. Like I said, you have the power of the storm. Holy smoke. And you leaving, these people were very aware, like these people know that they lost you. These people know whatever's happened, whether this was a family, a marriage, a job. I'm feeling it's more family. And people that felt like family, people who knew you, they knew you. People are watching you leave. There's still, this could be recent. No, this isn't the current. They're still watching you. They're still, like, I'm almost seeing, like, I'm from Saskatchewan, and so it's like your dog runs away and you still see the dog, like, 5 days later, on the prairies, But anyway, but this is more than 5 days. This is a significant amount of time, and they're still watching you leave. But they're very aware of their lack of sacrifice for you. Their lack of, I won't say for you, their lack of sacrifice for themselves. I don't think these people they don't have the wherewithal or the desire to leave, to awaken, to release a part of themselves. It's too much work. It's too much bigness. It's too much, I just heard Fantasia, whatever the hell that means, like fantasy. That's like a fantasy world, Fantasia. They're aware of their lack of sacrifice, but at the same time, they're really fucking angry. They're really angry because you leaving, something has happened to you. Okay, I won't say leaving, maybe you're still with these people, but your transformation is a game changer. It's a game changer. You will never go back to the way you were. These people any power that they used to have over you, they no longer do. In fact, you are now have the advantage You are sitting in the power seat because you know the truth. You not only know the truth, but you can articulate it. One of the mottos of the Mastery of Self-Expression from Vancouver is you're either dangerous or you're dead. Playing it safe is playing it safe. And sometimes when in Rome, sometimes you gotta just keep your mouth quiet and do whatever you gotta do in order to survive. And other times you need to speak up and not play it safe, Be dangerous, be bold. So, and that's what I'm feeling is like, why are people mad at this person? Why? What's going on here? I want to know more about this. I normally only pull 4 cards, but I want to know, why are people angry? How has viewers, the collectives, how has the collective's resurrection affected everybody? Oh, I just got a huge wave of vertigo. How is the collectives, okay, 10 of Pentacles upright, okay, because you're aligned with your destiny, they're not. Because you're doing what makes you very happy, they're not. Because you are pure, you're not a common person, I feel like they are. The Star in reverse. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm hearing, from the words of Aubrey Marcus. Because I feel like you're a mystic. You're a mystic. And I'm feeling like whoever's really angry with you, it's multiple people. They have their own reasons. So jealousy, I'm hearing confusion, abandonment. They don't understand. Some people don't understand why you had to answer this call. It's okay. It's not for them to know. It's none of their business. It's none of their business. Okay, I'll come back to that, Creator. So what I got from the words of Aubrey Marcus, someone who's really mad at you, the Star in reverse. This is Aquarius energy. Sometimes Aquarius can be like the Star in reverse. Like, how do I say this? The Star is naked because she's vulnerable, but there's a certain, because this person knows that they don't have what you have. You have a certain level of eroticism. And because I'm hearing EROS, that was the start of the reading, EROS. This person knows you are very erotic. And from the words of Aubrey Marcus, I'm hearing, be an erotic mystic, not a neurotic mystic. And I feel like this person knows they're not even a mystic. They're not even a mystic, let alone erotic. And they can't compete with you. That's also why you have the power of the storm. Jealousy. Oh my God, jealousy, envy. Like there's all these winds and sand and energy swirling of like all these darker forces of pride, envy, gluttony, greed. They want what you have. They want to, they're angry. And they couldn't make the sacrifices that you made. They couldn't even make any sacrifices. They want what you have without doing the work. They want what you have without doing the work. Oh, what's on the bottom of the deck? Page of Cups in reverse. Yes, this person is, these people are moody and disappointed. Very disappointed. Because you are the real thing and they're not. And they know it. They know they're not. So this is home and personal history. This doesn't only have to be family. It can be family too. Personal history could be history of yesterday. It doesn't have to be ancient times, like years and years and years ago. It can be that too, though. It can be both, okay? So this could be somebody who you've known recently also. I'm getting for some of you, it's like friends that were jealous of you. Even women, they're telling me, say women. And I'm like, no. They're like, say women. I'm like, okay, women. It's women. A lot of you guys, it's women. Very competitive energy, jealousy. Okay, what is skywriting? The Fates creator. What is skywriting? The Fates. I totally love that. And that's that. Be an erotic mystic, not a neurotic mystic. I love that. The words of Aubrey Marcus. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant Aubrey Marcus. I just love his channel. Yeah, he always has brilliant guests too, like really intelligent guests, and just, yeah, I know you enjoy listening to him. Enjoy his content. Okay. Okay, creator, what is skywriting a Fates? What is skywriting the Fates? Knight of Swords in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. Okay, very interesting. Like I said, emerging from the underworld will cost you all of your lives, otherwise you ain't going anywhere. You will not ascend if you're not being honest with yourself. Okay, it starts with yourself. You are Sharon. You are the ferryman. You, and so is the universe. So are the spirits and the guides, the operators that are standing by, ready to help us move forward. But we have to say the magic words. And what are the magic words? Our truth. You know, so that's it. So this costs you getting into the higher dimensions, getting out of this. The higher dimensions now, and in your future, you're going to be, see if I can get that where you can see it. There we go. You're going to be appreciating and understanding the value of your deception, the value of your shadow, understanding how it has served you, and kind of I'm hearing like it's at your round table. It's very much at your round table. I'm getting like an integration, like you've integrated a lot of yourself, Skywriting, you know, okay, they're just saying upper room. So this is New Testament. So upper room is like higher dimensional thinking. It's higher dimensional thinking. It's ascended thinking. It's thinking like from the fifth chakra, from the fifth chakra, sixth chakra, seventh chakra. There's actually 10. There's even more than that, but they're outside of the body, right? So, yes. So as low as you go, you will be raised as equally high. And that's what I mean. You went to the underworld. You went down. This was a game changer and released part of your soul. Okay, with this, I'm feeling like processing the creator and you, like understanding, like unpacking your ignorance, unpacking your short-sightedness, seeing how it served you, seeing how it protected you when you needed it to, when you needed it. The value of the High Priestess in reverse. You can't always be in the know. And when you're in the unknown, there's a strategy at work. There's a conscious, even though it's unconscious, because you're not in the know, strategy at work. There always is. Always. Your soul is always at work on your behalf, just like the body's always in process to keep us alive in your benefit. Okay? So that's it. The King of Cups. You know, I feel like you are on the way to becoming the master of your own emotions, because you've mastered something on the earth, emerging, coming, you've finished something, and now you're working now toward it. It's like you've finished something in the future, and now you have to go backwards to work toward it now. Okay, can you hear what I'm saying? Can you hear what I'm saying? And that's what I mean, root girl. The part of yourself that can be impregnated by spirit. Hold a vision within you that's already finished. It's already finished. And now you go backwards. Creator pulls you backwards, and now you fulfill it. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, so this is what's happening, is you coming into the mastery of your own emotions. Also understanding how your anger served you. How your anger served you. Sometimes you were even cruel. Even how that protected you and served you. You know, taking it all out of the table. You've released something very deep, and bringing it onto the table, being very honest with yourself. Otherwise, you wouldn't have got out. You wouldn't have got out. So whatever you've done here, you have met yourself. Holy smoke. You know, when they say you can only meet others as deeply as you've met yourself, you have met yourself in the depths. In the depths. And that's what I mean. The people around you, this is why you have the advantage over them. Because you know yourself. Because you know yourself. You know who you are. And the Two of Wands in reverse. Understanding your procrastination. Understanding your fear of change. Understanding it. Very much making room for it. Giving it a seat at the table. All of these are aspects of yourself that helped get you here. You know, they helped get you here. And in your future energy, you're going to be making friends with these, because they're released now. You've been released from bondage, and now you can look at these without shame. You can look at these without guilt. You can look at these without feeling like you've done something wrong. Now you've been, because you've released something. You've released the shadows of yourself. You have a relationship with Pluto. You know, oh my goodness. Okay, and what's on the bottom of the deck for this? The Dolphin, the Seven of Cups. Yes, these were your illusions. These were your illusions, and you are studying your illusions. You are understanding your illusions, how they've served you, how they've kept you alive, making friends with these parts of yourself. You know, there's nowhere, you know, let me be clear. Enlightenment, like Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche said, enlightenment is the ego's ultimate disappointment, because there's nowhere to go. When you realize the truth, there's nowhere to go except deeper into yourself. Deeper into yourself. Skywriting up. What did I say? In all my tarot, not all my tarot readings, but what do I say in my readings? An occult secret. Up is in. So enlightenment, realizing there's really nowhere to go but deeper into yourself. Deeper into intimacy. EROS. Eros, Eros, that's what this is. Eros, intimacy. People only usually want to see their most pleasant parts, their sweet parts, their kind parts, their this, they're that, but oftentimes they don't want to see the other parts of themselves. But after after what you've come through, the healing you've come through, you've released the truth about this process. The process about this work is that this work and the process of working with the darker aspects of ourselves is sweet. It is sweet. But the people around you that can't make that sacrifice, they don't know that flavor. In fact, you having the power of the storm, your presence challenges. Oh, geez, Creator. Okay, what did I say? Your truth, your presence challenges their man-made peace. It's like, you know how humanity changed the weather and can control the weather? These people kind of are man-made peace. And I think that's through their denial, but you stir that shit up. And in your current energies, you're stirring people shit up, making them see themselves, and they're fucking pissed off, very pissed off about it. Oh, well. And while the storm's blowing and, blowing everything all to hell, because that's what's going on. We're in the age of Neptune. Neptune is change, baby. And they're saying the next 7 years are going to be very intense, a lot of change. So as everyone else is going to be like, whatever work you're doing here, the world needs you. The world is going to need you. Okay? The world is going to need you because you have EROS with your shadow. And I feel like that's what this is. Light and dark, feminine and masculine, EROS. Oh my gosh, Creator, what are you saying? Like, what a reading this is. What a reading this is. Integration. Balancing act, balancing on one foot. I feel like you are dancing. You are like a dancer. Maybe you are a dancer in real life, like you like whatever. Ballet, exotic dancer, who knows, right? But I feel like dance is on one foot, balancing act. Yes, like you now needing to strengthen the other leg. You've been walking, it's like the two brains, right brain, left brain. Now the right brain, whatever you have released is more right brain. You've had to live left brain, analytical, know how to tie your shoes, how to drive a car, how to do the dishes, how to get a job, how to do all the analytical things, all of the left brain things. Now the right brain has returned into your life. The root girl. The part of yourself that's been in the underworld all this time, and now it's out, now it's released. Now you can make love to your shadow. Now you can have intimacy with your dark side because your darkness is your divinity. Yes, 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 your darkness is your divinity. This is EROS. This is so, oh, what a beautiful reading. Oh, what a beautiful reading. I'm so proud of you guys. You know how many people run from this? I'm not even kidding. This is a concept to many people, but they've never actually done it. Okay? You've come, the eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. This is after dancing on one foot. So rising above the fray, your relationship, you understand life beyond fairness because when you get into this, where you have EROS with your dark side, this rises you up into antinomianism. What that means is, to stand on the territory of antinomianism, you have to let go of what's fair. And you have to enter into the truth that everybody's right, starting with yourself. Everybody's right, starting with yourself. So really, and these people can't enter into that yet. They're still wanting to blame and shame and name and all of that. But you coming into Eros with your darker side, your shadow side, or the parts of yourself that you've cast into the darkness, into the shadow and abandoned it, you bringing that back, having Eros and intimacy with it, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. What does Isis have to say about this? What does Isis have to say about this? This is an incredible reading. This is an incredible reading. Oh, for the mystics, okay, I just heard, for the mystics out there that understand this language, if you find yourself falling, dive. Okay? Because I feel like that is like divine initiatory descent. Initiatory descent. If you find yourself falling, I can imagine that's how it felt when people had their lives, when Pluto came in and stripped you of your life, whether this was voluntary or not. It would have been excruciating. It would have felt like you're falling. Yeah, so if you feel like you're falling, dive. So I feel like you dove. I feel like you dove. You dove. You dove. Okay, Creator, what is your final word of guidance from Isis? Oh my God, what are you saying? Okay. Proper burial for freedom. Sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. Proper burial for freedom. Sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. What is this? Okay. In order for life to flow and express itself, that which belongs to the world of death must be released. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to that which no longer serves us, which is better left to die. Though it takes great spiritual courage and trust to allow this to happen. Osiris, Lord of the Dead, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be part of your life, so that you may be free. Holy smoke. So this is kind of what's happened. Proper burial for freedom. Whatever's happened with Pluto has released you. It was a proper burial. It was a proper burial for freedom. You need to see something through and let it go so that you are free from it. You may or may not be fully aware of what this is, but your energy field is somehow haunted by the past or drained by attachments that are no longer necessary for your growth. This could be anything from a past relationship to dreams or visions that may have encouraged you in past times, but are not relevant for where you are going now. It might also be the spirit of a lost child or lost loved one, someone that has passed on or left your life, or the ghost of expectations unmet from past hopes and dreams. Yes, releasing the dead, releasing parts of yourself, releasing what... This is so interesting, because what died in the past and lay in the underworld is different emerging. Like it's There is so much beauty and fullness waiting for you right now, beloved initiates. There is no need to further hold on to the past. Do not be scared. You are supported so utterly and completely in this deep healing. Release now, and all involved will benefit from the healing change. It is not abandoning what you have loved. To give it up, to give it full and proper burial. It is in fact honoring and allowing what you are releasing to return to the pure love and light of the source. It is spiritual freedom for you and what you have released, which is the destiny to which all of life will eventually return. It takes great trust, but if you allow Osiris to help you, you will release that in letting go. Rebirth and growth is really possible. You may experience grief, anger, fear, freedom, and a sense of relief, or a combination of these feelings as you move to let go and allow proper burial to take place. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of any of these feelings, for they will pass naturally when allowed to just flow. These feelings will actually fertilize the new life and allow you to become more of who you are in truth. Yes, what do we just say? That is so beautiful. Trust that Osiris will love and protect that which is released into his care through the world of death. Death too becomes new life. There is nothing to fear and everything to gain. So whatever you lost in the past, whatever the disowned self, whatever you disowned was very nurtured and kept close by Osiris, by spirit, by Pluto, by the underworld. And then when you were stripped and had to go into the underworld to release, which is no longer serving you, in order to access the disowned self. Absolutely. You've released a part of yourself, but it's not returning as a child. I feel like you did this when you were a child. Now you're an adult, and whatever's coming back, you're integrating it, and it is fucking seismic to people around you. Absolutely. So you are definitely healing. Sacrifice to Osiris. So yes, you sacrificed something, and the people around you know it. They know it. And they can't. They were never required to. They weren't asked to sacrifice. Maybe they were, and it's not, maybe they're not honoring their own sacrifices. Maybe they're not recognizing their own sacrifices. Maybe that's more it, because all they can do is compare themselves to you and how great you are, or how much your life is like meaningful, but theirs isn't. And they're not seeing clearly. They're busy. How do you say this, creator? They're in their illusions about initiatory descent. They're in illusions about what it means to be a healer. Oh, you just learn a few things and quote a few things, like no. It's a little more than that. Okay, I'm gonna leave this reading here. Thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you in the next reading. Okay, bye. If you resonated with this reading, perhaps you will like this reading.